Did you know that the average American has about $90,460 in debt according to recent data? It's a staggering figure, isn't it? It's almost as if debt has become an unwelcome guest in our lives, lingering at the dinner table, sneaking into our dreams at night, and stealing our peace of mind. But let's not get too disheartened. After all, knowledge is power, and understanding the magnitude of this issue is the first step towards conquering it. Our financial journey is a sea riddled with icebergs, and debt is just one of them. The real danger, though, lies beneath the surface, in the form of common money management mistakes that we often overlook. Think of it this way: we're all captains of our own financial ships, sailing through a sea of opportunities and challenges. Some of us have sturdy vessels, others are navigating in rickety boats, but we all face the same storms. The key to staying afloat doesn't just lie in having a well-built ship, but in knowing how to steer it, when to hoist the sails, and when to drop the anchor. The same principles apply to managing our money. It's not just about the size of our income or our debt, but how we handle them. How we budget, save, invest, and spend can make a huge difference in our financial journey. And yet, every year, millions of us make the same financial mistakes that lead us directly into the eye of the storm. But here's the good news: these mistakes can be avoided. Yes, you heard it right. By being aware of these financial pitfalls and knowing how to navigate around them, we can steer our financial ships towards calmer waters. Welcome back to Don't Do This Guide, where today, we're diving deep into the world of finance to help you navigate the treacherous waters of money management mistakes. We're about to embark on an enlightening voyage through the 14 most common mistakes people make when managing their money. So strap in, get your compass ready, and let's set sail towards financial freedom. Mistake 1. Not having a budget. Let's start with the basics here. Budgeting. It's like the GPS of your financial journey. Without it, you're just driving blindly, hoping you'll end up at the right place. A budget is your roadmap to financial success. It helps you understand where your money is going, and more importantly, where it should be going. Think of it like this. You wouldn't start a diet without knowing what foods you should and shouldn't eat, right? The same logic applies to your finances. You need to know where your money is being consumed and where you need to cut back. Without a budget, you're likely to end up in a financial hot mess, with no clear idea of how you got there or how to get out. Moving on, mistake 2, ignoring an emergency fund. Imagine this: you're driving along, everything's going great, and then bam, a flat tire. But that's okay, you've got a spare in the trunk. That's what an emergency fund is, your financial spare tire. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes it can throw some costly curveballs your way. An emergency fund is a safety net, protecting you from financial hardships such as unexpected medical expenses, job loss, or major home repairs. Without it, you could end up in debt or worse, bankruptcy. Lastly, let's talk about mistake 3, living beyond your means. Simply put, if your outgoings are more than your income, you're living beyond your means. This is a dangerous game to play because it's like trying to fill a leaking bucket. You're never going to get ahead. You might have the latest gadgets, designer clothes, or a fancy car, but if you're drowning in debt to maintain this lifestyle, it's a financial disaster waiting to happen. The key is to live within, or even below your means. This way you can save and invest for the future rather than worrying about paying off debts. These are just the first 3 mistakes. Let's move on to the next ones. Mistake 4, not investing early. This is a big one, folks. The sooner you start investing, the better off you'll be. Why? It's all about compounding, that magical process where your money makes more money. Imagine planting a seed and watching it grow into a tree that bears fruit year after year. That's what investing early can do for your wealth, but if you wait, you're just giving up years of potential growth, like planting your tree late in the season and missing out on a harvest. Moving on to mistake 5, using credit cards irresponsibly. Credit cards can be a useful tool when used wisely. They can help you build credit, earn rewards, and even provide a safety net in emergencies. But be wary, my friends. If you're not careful, they can become a financial sinkhole. High interest rates and late fees can pile up quickly, turning a small purchase into a big debt. Remember, a credit card is not free money. It's a loan that needs to be repaid. And finally, we come to mistake 6, ignoring insurance. Insurance might seem like an unnecessary expense when you're young and healthy, but it's a safety net you don't want to be without. Life can be unpredictable, and insurance is there to protect you from financial ruin when the unexpected happens. Think of it as a lifeboat for your finances. Without it, a single accident or illness could sink your financial ship. these mistakes can have long-term effects on your financial health. Not investing early can cost you years of growth. Irresponsible credit card use can trap you in a cycle of debt, and ignoring insurance can leave you vulnerable to financial disaster. But we're not done yet. Stay tuned as we continue to navigate through the treacherous waters of money management mistakes. Mistake 7. Paying bills late. It's a mistake that can seem harmless at first, but it carries a heavier weight than you might think. Late bill payments can lead to unnecessary late fees and higher interest rates. Plus, it puts a dent in your credit score, which can take years to recover. It's like a tiny hole in your financial boat that lets in water slowly but surely, threatening to sink your ship. So, set up automatic payments or reminders to help you stay on top of your bills. Next up is Mistake 8. Not checking your credit report. Think of your credit report as the map of your financial journey. It shows your past, your present, and can even influence your future financial decisions. Neglecting to check your credit report is like trying to navigate without a compass. You could be moving in circles without even knowing it. Regularly reviewing your credit report helps you spot errors or signs of identity theft early. It allows you to correct your course and keep your financial journey on the right track. And now, on to mistake 9. No financial goals. Imagine setting sail without a destination. You just drift aimlessly, right? The same goes for your finances. Without clear financial goals, you're just drifting in the sea of finance, vulnerable to storms and pirates. Whether it's saving for a rainy day, buying a home, or planning for retirement, having financial goals gives your journey direction. It's like having a lighthouse guiding you through the foggy night, keeping you safe from the rocks. We're getting closer to the end. Let's see what the last few mistakes are. Mistake 10. Overlooking taxes. Taxes are like the storm clouds on your financial horizon. They're inevitable and can cause quite a downpour if not prepared for. Many people tend to forget about taxes when planning their finances, leading to some unpleasant surprises. Consider this. You've been saving diligently, but when tax season rolls around, you realize you owe more than you anticipated. Now your savings take a hit, disrupting your financial stability. Always factor in taxes when planning your finances. Use tax-advantaged accounts like a 401k or an IRA to minimize your tax burden. Next up, mistake 11. Falling for financial scams. Financial scams are the financial world's equivalent of a siren song, luring the unsuspecting with promises of quick riches only to leave them shipwrecked. Pyramid schemes, phishing scams, and fraudulent investments are only a few examples of financial scams that could leave you high and dry. Always remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Do your due diligence before investing your hard-earned money. Finally, mistake 12. Emotional spending. We've all been there, having a rough day and buying something to cheer ourselves up. But when retail therapy becomes a habit, it can turn into a whirlpool that sucks your finances down. Emotional spending can quickly escalate, leading to debt and financial instability. Instead of turning to shopping when you're feeling down, consider other stress-relieving activities that don't involve your wallet, like going for a run, meditating, or spending time with loved ones. We're almost at the end. Let's move on to the final mistakes. Mistake 13. Ignoring estate planning. Now you might be thinking, estate planning? That's for people with sprawling mansions and private jets. But that's where you're wrong. Estate planning is for everyone. It's about ensuring that your hard-earned assets, no matter how big or small, go to the people or causes you care about when you're no longer around. Without a plan, your estate could end up in limbo, caught up in legal processes, or worse, it could go to someone you didn't intend. So don't wait for tomorrow to start planning your estate. It's better to be a few years early than a minute too late. Moving on to our final pitfall, mistake 14, not seeking financial advice. It's easy to think that we can do it all on our own, especially in this digital age where information is at our fingertips. But financial planning is a complex field, and it's easy to overlook crucial details or fall prey to misinformation. Seeking advice from a financial advisor can help you make informed decisions, avoid costly mistakes, and set you on the right path towards your financial goals. Remember, even the most experienced sailors sometimes need a guide to navigate unfamiliar waters, and those are the 14 money management mistakes to avoid. But before we end, let me stress this. The goal here isn't to induce fear, but to empower you with knowledge. These mistakes are common, yes, but they're also avoidable. With the right information and a proactive approach, you can steer clear of these pitfalls and chart a course towards financial freedom. Just like any journey, the voyage towards financial stability and freedom is filled with potential missteps, But now that you're aware of these common mistakes, you're better equipped to avoid them. So, take the wheel, set your course, and sail on with confidence. After all, you're the captain of your financial ship. And there you have it. Brave explorers, 14 treacherous money management mistakes to avoid on your journey to financial freedom. We've charted the course, revealing pitfalls and hazards that can derail the best of us from our financial goals. We began our voyage with the first 3 mistakes: not having a budget, ignoring an emergency fund, and living beyond your means. These are the foundational errors that can lead to a cascade of financial woes. Remember, a budget is your financial compass, an emergency fund your lifeboat, and living within your means is the wind in your sails. Next, we navigated through the perilous waters of not investing early, using credit cards irresponsibly, and ignoring insurance. Investing early allows you to harness the power of compound interest. Credit cards, when used wisely, can be valuable tools, but if misused, they become anchors weighing you down. And insurance, it's your safety net, protecting you from unforeseen storms. We then ventured into the territory of paying bills late, not checking your credit report, and not setting financial goals. Late bill payments can lead to a damaged credit score. Not checking your credit report leaves you vulnerable to inaccuracies, and without financial goals, you're a ship adrift at sea without a destination. Our journey continued with the mistakes of overlooking taxes, falling for financial scams, and emotional spending. Taxes are a certainty, and planning for them is essential. Scams are the hidden reefs waiting to sink your ship, so always stay vigilant. Emotional spending is like a siren song, luring you off course. And finally, we touched on the often overlooked mistakes of ignoring estate planning and not seeking financial advice. Estate planning ensures your wealth is passed on according to your wishes, and financial advice can be your guiding star, leading you through the complexities of the financial seas. The sea of finance is indeed vast and full of wonders, but it's also fraught with danger. But fear not, for knowledge is power. Armed with the insights from our journey, you're better equipped to avoid these common mistakes and navigate towards financial freedom. If you found value in our guide today, consider subscribing and hitting the like button. Your support helps us continue our quest to uncover the do's and don'ts that make life's journey smoother. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We love hearing from our fellow adventurers. And remember, each of us is the captain of our own financial ship. It's up to us to steer clear of the reefs, to avoid the siren song, and to keep our eyes on the horizon, where financial freedom awaits. Until next time, keep your compass true and your treasure chest secure.